Guys, welcome to the Roundtable podcast. I am your host. This is Roundtable Pop-Up. Guys, my name is Antonio Buchel. Thank you. And guys, I don't know if I ever said thank you, but thank you for if you've tuned in to the Roundtable podcast every Sunday at 4:40-ish. I like to say 4:40-ish. If you tune in, we appreciate you. And you can look at us on not just Facebook on our Roundtable page, but you can also look at us on Tony and Tasha. You can look at us on our YouTube page. You can look at us on our IG. You can look at us on even our website. It actually goes live on our website. And all of those links are on the screen for you to look at. Listen, I would like to let you know that we have a very interesting / great show, right? Our first hour, we're going to talk about stocks. Here's the thing, right? I think that we need to be informed about stocks. Some are, some aren't. Shares, investing in other companies, especially our young people. And maybe it's time for us to start talking to our children about the stock game. You want to make money, right? Or at least try to make money when you sleep. That's an old saying, but it's a true saying. You want to make money when you're sleeping. While you're sleeping and getting that good sleep in, you want to wake up and be able to grab your phone, look at your phone, go to wherever your stocks are, whatever Cash App, whatever you go at to look at it, and look that you made some money. I mean, that you possibly made $1 or $2 or $3 or $4 or $5 or $100 or $1 million, whatever it may be, that you've made something while you were asleep. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, that's actually a good feeling, right? So guys, we want to talk to you about that. This is nothing that Roundtable makes money off of or anything like that. This is something that me and my wife and my family do. We have shares in different companies, and believe it or not, we're making money over this pandemic with what is it? Moderna? Is it Moderna? Pfizer, Moderna, with this vaccine that's coming out. If you watched the pod, you heard me say it. We've actually made money in that area. We bought shares when they came in from Moderna about $75 a share. I think it's gone up now to a little bit over $100 now. Depending on how many shares you've purchased, you can make some money. And it's going up, and I think it's going to continue to go up. And then even just to your kids, I mean, you have Nike out there, Amazon is pretty high, but there's a lot of companies out there who are still surviving, and guess what? There's new things are going to happen. See, businesses, money doesn't just close down, it shifts. That's what it does. It shifts. If it's not over here, it's over there. You just got to know where that is, and then you turn your dollars and place it in there. I believe that the currency that we're having now is going to be outdated. I think it's going to be out of existence sooner or later, and I think that I call it the digital money is going to come in. Digital. I mean, we've already doing it through our bank cards and different things, credit cards, and whether it be paying through your phone or whatever. It's a new way, guys. A new system is being developed, a reset, as we say, as they say anyway. But anyway, guys, it's something to be informed about. I think you should listen. We're going to have some speakers on who's invested their time and effort in this lifestyle. And I want you guys to understand what that means. So I want you to tune in this Sunday at 4:40 to hear what they have to say about this. I'm going to be tuned in. I'm going to be on the show, right? So I'm going to be in tune to what they're saying, and hopefully make some money, right? And it's just not a get rich scheme. It's nothing like that. I don't believe in those. I believe that, sometimes it takes overtime. And Yeshua, if you're a believer, Yeshua is not a one that move on things fast. He said, be anxious for nothing. So I don't want to be anxious for anything, but I mean, he definitely want us to use good wisdom and judgment, be prudent in the things that we do, plan ahead in the things that we do. So that shows that stocks can be, I mean, you can lose out, but you can also make money. That's in anything that we do, right? So anyway, tune in. But guess what? After that, now listen, after that, we have a great interview with none other than Charles Martin. That's right. Charles Martin is going to be on the show. And for all who don't know, which I don't know how you would know him if you're into the gospel sector, Charles Martin. He used to ride with Dietrich Haddon. But anyway, he's a phenomenal singer, person, praise worship leader. Guys, listen, you want to tune in and check this guy out. If you don't know who he is, I promise you by the end of the show, you will be a fan. You will want to order his single that's coming out, or it's already out, called The Truth. I think it's Truth. So I want you to tune in, guys. Definitely tune in so that you can be blessed by this minister of music, and God may He bless you in that area. Yes, I want you to tune in. I want you to check us out this Sunday at 4:45. And guys, listen, if you interested in coming on the show, all you have to do is reach out to us. I'll put that link on the screen. Reach out to us if you have something. We're looking for some interesting people, to talk on this to come on this podcast. If you have something that's informative, that can be a help to our audience and the audience abroad. I mean, listen, if you think it's really good, hey, listen, talk to us, contact us, reach out to us. And if we think it's something that's interesting for our audience, we definitely will bring you on the show. We definitely will bring you on the show so that you can talk about what it is and that can educate our audience, because that's what this platform is about, educating our audience, putting things. I know sometimes we can go on the rampage and talk about a whole lot of other stuff, but guys, I definitely want you to check out the pod this Sunday at 4:40. It's going to be a hot pod. We're going to talk about music. We're going to talk about how to make money. Now, those are two good things, music and making money. I mean, listen, tune in and check us out. Excuse me. But guys, listen, right? I want to throw something out there, right? I seen this article. I want to play this video, right? And I want you to see this video. And I want to get your, what do you think about this video? And what do you think about this video that I'm going to play? We still got a little time. Now, okay, so, this video comes in from NBC News, right? And it's talking about this guy who works, or he used to work for he's an ex-Israel space head, where I know that sounds like somebody who get high, right? But no, anyway, he works for, I guess, a government, the space company. He was the head guy at the space, space. I don't know what you call it in Israel. I don't see. It doesn't say exactly. It just says he worked there. He was the head guy in terms of their space, whatever. But anyway, he talks about how aliens are hidden until mankind is ready to say aliens in hiding until mankind is ready. That's the title. I got to make sure my audio is working right. Okay, so anyway, Guys, I want you to hear this video and tell me what it is you think about this. I'm going to play this video, and let's go from here. Check it out.
Aliens exist, and President Trump knows about it. That's according to Israel's former space security chief. In an interview with an Israeli newspaper, he said the aliens have been waiting until today for humanity to develop and reach a stage where we will understand in general what space and spaceships are. NBC News chief global correspondent Bill Neely explains this one.
Hi, Alison. Well, this is quite a story, and it comes from the man who headed Israel's space security program for nearly 30 years. Chaim Eshed is making the extraordinary claim that the United States and Israel have been in contact with a group of aliens for years, not immigrants, but extraterrestrials. He has called them the Galactic Federation of Aliens, and he says President Trump is aware of the existence of these aliens and had been on the verge of revealing their secrets, he claims, but was asked not to do so by the Federation in order to prevent what he calls mass hysteria. Well, the retired general says the US and Israel have kept it from the public because, quotes, humanity isn't ready and the aliens don't want to reveal themselves until humanity can evolve, he says, and understand what space really is. Well, the good news is that he claims an agreement has been reached between the US government and the aliens, a contract to do experiments here. There's also, he says, a secret underground base on Mars where there are American and alien representatives. Now, this former head of a branch of Israel's defense ministry is 87. He was very well respected, at least until now. And he said all this in an interview with an Israeli newspaper in Hebrew, but it's really taken off after parts of it were published in English by the Jerusalem Post today. He says he's come forward now in the hope that his news will be accepted as true. He notes that if he'd made these claims 5 years ago, he would have been hospitalized, but now he says, I've got nothing to lose. Well, so far, President Trump has not tweeted about this, though remember a year ago, he did set up the Space Force as the fifth branch of the US Armed Forces. Well, we did ask the White House, the Department of Defense, and Israeli officials to comment. So far, they have not responded to the NBC News request, and I wonder if they ever will. Alison.
Okay, guys, listen. That I know, I understand that. Guys, let's play this off. This guy, does he sound credible? I mean, we don't know about in terms of credible because I don't know the guy per se, but the fact that where he works, do he have any credibility in terms of the words that he says? Could it be any truth to what he's saying? I'm going to play this video. I got a couple of videos I want to play. I want to play this video here as well. And I'm trying to get where your mindset is. Give me a minute. Because I guess all I'm saying is that, how can I put it? I'm not saying it is, well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to just keep playing these videos. Let me find out. Matter of fact, I want to put this video. I'm just going to put 2 more videos into the YouTube page. Let's go up in here. I'm going to take this out for 1 minute. Guys, delete this. Because see, I know we understand life as it is, but check this video out. I'm going to take it back. Here we go.
UFOs? Any UFOs? Did you ask about that?
Certainly asked about it.
And?
Can't tell you. Sorry.
Okay. All right, I'll take that as a yes. Because if there were none,
Why
you'd say
not?
there was none, right? You just played your hand. I thought you were a poker player. You just 100% showed your river card.
Feel free to think that.
I do. I do.
Okay, guys, he never said, he could have easily have said it doesn't exist. I mean, these are supposed to be credible people, right? I mean, we talk about former president of the United States of America. I mean, he could have easily said no. What's wrong with that? Or, guys, those are just rumors. It doesn't exist. He didn't say that. That wasn't his first thing to. I mean, wouldn't you if you just want to get around that. Nah, it doesn't exist. Didn't say that. Okay, here's another one. I want to play this one. Let's go back to this one. It's another one. Here's it go. Here we go. Let's hear this.
This is something I feel like if I was the president, and it's unlikely that that is ever going to happen.
You never know.
If I was the president,
It was unlikely that I was going to be president.
the moment I was inaugurated, my hand would just, it'd still be hot from touching the Bible, and I would immediately race to wherever they have the files about Area 51 and the UFOs, and I'd go through everything to find out what happened.
Right.
Did you do that?
That's why you will not be president. Because that's the first thing that you would do.
It's at the
The
top
aliens
of my
won't
list.
let it happen. You reveal all their secrets. They exercise strict control over us.
Now, you know, there are a lot of people that are going to examine your facial expressions here, every twitch, everything, and say, and of course, so did you look? Did you see? Did you explore?
I can't reveal anything.
Oh, really? Because President Clinton said he did go right in, and he did check, and there was nothing.
Well, you know, that's what we're instructed to say.
You notice he said, as he was laughing, that they have strict control over us. Strict control over us. You know, why did he say that laughing? Yeah, I know you could be sarcastic and maybe say, oh, Tony, you buying into these conspiracy theory. But no, I'm saying that there's an easy way out of this conversation. Not make it worse. You know what I mean? It's an easy way out of this conversation. Didn't go down that road. And then in a laugh, yeah, they exercise complete control over us. He didn't have to say that. In fact, it had nothing to do with what he said. You know, because you should be pulling against it, denouncing it, but you added fuel to the fire. You know, by saying, yeah, they exercise complete control over us. That's to say that, you know, where the host Jimmy Kimmel he said that, you know, hey, I would have went straight over there to find out what's going on. Did you? You know, he could have just left it alone right then and there. Yeah, I'm not going to play too much in it, but I'm just saying, guys. I mean, just listen to the word. Now let's go to Donald Trump. Donald Trump, he takes another stab at it. He comes from a different angle, but it's almost like Donald Trump is thrown off guard. He's thrown off guard, so he's trying to dig his way out of it, or dig his way into saying something, you know, that makes sense or diffuse the situation or whatever you want to call it. So now let's play it back. Okay, let's.
Welcome back to our special Trump in Asia edition of Tucker Carlson Tonight. We're standing right now on the North Korean border. Our interview with the president didn't simply focus on foreign policy or the decay of American cities, though you could fill hours of programming on those topics. The federal government is being increasingly open about its decades-long investigation of UFOs. They have spent millions of dollars, and officials admit now they've seen many things they don't understand. We decided to ask the president about it. Here was his semi-cryptic answer. Watch.
You gave an interview the other day in which you said you've been briefed on unidentified flying objects. Are they real?
Well, I don't want to really get into it too much, but personally, I tend to doubt it. I mean, you have people that swear by it, right? And pilots have come in and they said, and these are pilots that are not pilots that are into that particular world, but we have had people saying that they've seen things. I'm not a believer, but, you know, I guess anything's possible.
We spoke to a government official recently who said the U.S. government had wreckage from a UFO in a facility on an Air Force base. Are you familiar with that?
I haven't heard that, no. I haven't heard that. It has not been within government, has not been a big thing, but I've seen it. I've seen it on your show, but I've seen it. I don't assume it's correct, but, you know, I have an open mind, Tucker.
No, you do, Mr. President. Thank you.
it's just, I guess, wordplay. Just wordplay. I mean, obviously, if he's going to, why did he come up below here? It says, on the YouTube video where it shows the comments, it says, why do you think Trump created this, the Space Force? I guess it's something called the Space Force. I mean, I don't know why he created the Space Force, but it makes you wonder why. Why? Why did you create anything that deals with space? I mean, I get it. Everybody want to know. They're checking out and they're researching and what's going on out here in this galaxy or whatever universe. They're doing research. Yeah, I understand. But why don't you just say that then? Why don't you just say that? Guys, it's just something that I threw out there. It's just a nugget. Maybe it's nothing. I tend to doubt it, the way I think anyway. I even seen that where they were showing the Roman Catholic Church. I think over in the Vatican area where they have these big platforms that can look into outer space and look at. They said they're looking at something in science, but then I heard an article that they believe that it's something that's coming towards this earth, and it's not. It's another unidentified. They believe in aliens. Bottom line, I mean, guys, is it something out there that's unexplainable? I believe it is. I believe it's here on Earth. I believe there's something here that's unexplainable here on Earth. I believe there's a lot of trickery that's going to go on. Listen, I believe when Yeshua talked about the great delusion, a better way to pull it up, this is my show, so I do it anyway. Watch this. I don't want to turn that light on. Let's see what happens. Because I want to, this how, and guys, here, you could show this to your kids. It's never something in terms of a Bible lesson, because I have kids that always ask me a lot of questions about the Bible, and some I'll be ready for, some I don't. But I tell them, listen, this is what you can do. Watch this. Hey Google, what does the Bible say about the great delusion? And voila, comes up, right? Okay, so here's the thing. I believe that there's a great delusion that's going to come on. It's going to come on. And 683. I'm going to go to it real quick. Let me put this down because I don't want it to affect the green screen. This behind us. Yep, that is a green screen, guys. But I want to pull this scripture up, and I want to look at this scripture. And this scripture, obviously is, okay, so I won't say obviously, but it's not obvious. But anyway, 2 Thessalonians 2:11. Okay, so 2 Thessalonians 2:11. It says, and for this reason, God will send them strong delusion that they should believe the lie, that they all may be condemned who did not believe the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness. If you go up, it talks about how this happened because they didn't. It says, and with all unrighteous deception among those who perish because they did not receive the love of the truth, that they might be saved. He said, and for this reason, that's when because they didn't want to accept Yeshua, bottom line. They didn't want to accept Yeshua, so he sent them over to delusion. So it's not going to be the enemy. It's going to be Yeshua. It's going to be, sending them over to great delusion because they didn't accept the truth of who he was. So what am I saying? How did that even make sense to what I'm saying? Well, all I'm saying is that, the Bible tells us to watch and pray. watch and pray. And I know you might say, well, he's saying watch and pray over you, over your person, so that you won't be deceived into things that could be sin. Yeah, that's true. But at the same time, here's something to make mention of. If you remember in the Bible where Jesus had to go pray, and he had the disciples just before he was crucified, right? What did he tell his disciples? Would they watch and pray with him for an hour, I believe, and he went to go pray. Came back, they were asleep. But here's the thing. What were they watching for? What were they watching for? They were watching for, well, they didn't know what they were watching for, but who came? Who came? The Roman soldiers came to take Jesus. What the scribes and the Sadducees, they came to take Jesus so that he can be crucified. So trouble was coming. And guess what? He told them to be on watch and pray. And because of their flesh, because of their flesh, they couldn't watch and pray. Because their flesh was greater. That's why he said what? The flesh is what? The flesh is what? The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. Because, the flesh wants us to give in to everything that it wants to do. And what happens is it closes out. We fall asleep to the spiritual realm, where now we don't understand what Yeshua is doing because we so asleep. We're so asleep that we don't understand what could be coming up on us, or what we can be going, or what the enemy can be sending our way, whether it's a test, whether it's just something that's going to happen. The same thing it talks about, where he talks about Noah. In the end times, how it would come. And it's just like the time of Noah, where what happened in that time? They were eating, they were drinking, they were marrying when trouble came upon them. When this horrific thing came up on them, he said that's going to be the same thing that's going to happen in this time. There's going to be a people who are going to be asleep. They haven't been watching, they haven't been praying, they just been going by life thinking that everything is going to be the same. And they were all surprised. They were all taken by surprise. That's why the Bible said, count it worthy of your escape. We should count it worthy of our escape. Make sure that we're worthy of our escape. So what is that saying? That we are mindful, we're being prayerful, we're watching, we're allowing the Holy Spirit to direct us, to guide us. I'm not saying that this thing is far off of not being something that's crazy or insane. I'm not leaving that off the desk. I'm not just tossing that. That's not true. How do you know that? Is it something that we can consider? Is it something that we can consider? I'm talking about, I know it sounds foreign. I know it sounds foreign, and we're not used to that. So I get that. But all I'm saying is that it doesn't matter or is it something that we shouldn't research or test or look into? Because Yeshua tells us that we should be those type of people, that we research all things. I get it. You think it's, Star Wars, E.T. from home. I get it. See, those are the watered down messaging that you receive because we've been dumbed down, so to speak. Dumbed down to believing anything anymore. But listen, I digress. And guys, I'm just throwing it out there. These are the articles. I'm not saying it. You're hearing it. I'm not just dreaming this up and coming to you. This is what's being said from these people, these top officials, and these people that in these top jobs for 30 years. The scientist guy that who said that these aliens is in the article. The article goes real deep. Look up the Galactic Federation. Look that up. Galactic Federation, and the article is going to talk more in detail about what this guy is saying about this situation. It's going to blow your mind. It's going to surprise you. So guys, listen, enough about that. I'll talk to you soon. Definitely watch the pod. We want you to watch the pod. It's going to be very interesting, entertaining. And I just threw that out there for you, just for a nugget. But check us out, and I'll say peace out.